I am Maharlikan.
Hello and welcome. This is Maya, the shaman, that is TV. Unfortunately, my Lydia is not around. She's in London. So it's just the three of us. I'd like to introduce you to here's Queen again. Queen, welcome. Would you like to say something first?
Welcome, Datu Puga, and welcome, Princess Maya, for this new day. I'm sure that all of us will be able to deliver something for the entire world. And this is the moment that I could say, welcome.
Great. Well, Datu Udilon Puga, is that how I say it? Is that okay? So I'd like to introduce you first, and I'd like to say something about you. So you're the head of negotiator and the facilitator of the implementation of the Maphilindo 2023 as the extension of Maphilindo 1963 Philippines, correct?
Yes, Princess.
Okay, so you are also the consolidator of the Maharlika groups that allied with the unification of the Maharlikan global royal family.
Yes, together with Queen.
Okay, so I have questions for you. This is the fun part. Okay, can you please explain further the relevance of the Maphilindo 1963 and the legalities of the extension to Maphilindo 2023?
The way I see it right now, the most significant relevance between the MA63 or the Maphilindo 1963, along with the extension of the Maphilindo 2023, is the management and control of all the holy assets that has been loaned to the Maphilindo countries. Started from the 54 Commonwealth countries and then expanded to the other countries as of now. So that's where the very essence of the Maphilindo extension right now.
Okay, great. So what will happen after September 16 this year, 2023, in relation to the extension of Maphilindo 2023?
Big question, Princess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The possibilities on what's going to happen after the September 16, 2023 extension are basically governed by the laws of nature, as well as if we go back to the predecessor of Law 101, first possibility is that the heads of states who are members of the Maphilindo 1963 agreement is that they can recognize the heir of the holy assets that has been invested and deposited in the various banks in the world. So if they recognize King Mamay and Queen Helen, then there will be a new agreement or a new loan agreement for all the countries that will recognize them as the heir of these assets.
So you're talking about worldwide, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this involves the whole planet Earth. I just want to say that because we have a lot of other people from various parts of the world that's viewing this too. So this is a big part of what we're doing here to inform people of the world. So, and also at the same time, there's a lot of calamities happening in our world right now. And do you think that this is the sign of the times?
Yes. These occurrences on the calamities are actually a cause and effect of the consciousness as a totality of humans, okay, as how they react, how they act in relation to the divine calling that we have to go back to the divine, okay, for a higher consciousness, for
Mhm.
a better life that we have, or to welcome the golden age that we are actually started from the birthday of Queen Helen.
Okay. So, yeah, what if our president right now, the current caretaker government of the Philippines, BBM, still delays the recognition of Maphilindo 2023? What do you think would be happening?
What I see is that there are a number of possibilities. One is the people of the Philippines, particularly, may opt to probably have a call on all the Filipinos, maybe locally or even the guys who are working abroad,
Mhm.
to rally on a point wherein they would like to install the real heir based from the predecessor of Law 101. So this has been our call to the government. We have issued a lot of lateral communications from Malacanang office, Supreme Court, House of the Senate, House of the Congress, and all the other local governments. This also includes various embassies wherein they are part of the Maphilindo agreement. So we have issued these lateral coordinators.
That's great. So if there is what you're saying, there's a people outcry for having the people have to say. And there's also many violations of the head of states for non-compliance of the government in the return of ruling and in governance for the monarchy. And they were given 50 years to take care. So what do you say on this matter?
If they continue to defy, or even we can say the conspiration or conspiracy of all major heads of states, wherein they still not recognize the real heir as has been submitted to the United Nations and all the international correspondence on various countries,
Mhm.
then there is a possibility that Mother Nature uh, might actually act on its wherein volcanoes or typhoons and floods here and there as a result of the defiance of what the divine calling wants us to have.
So what she's saying is that because this is a divine government that's taken over now, it's according to the highest rule of this universe, and this is very important for us to recognize that. And this is a spiritual government that we are creating on planet Earth, as far as I'm hearing it from you, and that Mother Nature is a part of this also. So after the Queen installed the Golden Age and it spread throughout the Union of Royal Philippine against, or there's such thing as spread of the Union of Royal Philippines against police oppression, do you guarantee that Maphilindo 2023 can implement justice?
Yes, of course. Since this is a monarchical government with a divine calling, we call it as a divine government actually, because the higher entities or the higher spirits are are actually coming down to this earth. That's why we call it Maharlika, Kingdom of God, Lupasug Empire. What that means is that the higher spirits now comes in an embodiment to the designated persons, just like, for example, Queen, as a persona of the Universal Magnum. And the other selected persons to rule on this divine governance.
So in terms of steps or mechanics to put order or govern, mandated to put it into law, what Maphilindo 2023 has to offer as an organization in the restoration and rehabilitation of the monarchy and divine government. There's lots of ifs and buts, the cause and effect of the divine significant mandate to make a new divinity ruling through our, according to the Lemurian family. So what do you have to say about this?
First of all, we have to understand that the ruling or the nature of laws that will be implemented will be in accordance to the higher consciousness. So it's a way of life wherein it will be for the people, by the people, and with the guidance of divine laws. And this is the main difference. Okay. So aside from this, we will be able to open the main gates for the funding that will be used for all these projects that's been planned long time ago. And with the implementation of the PAPU, that's the peace and prosperity against poverty and oppression. So we are looking forward to the betterment of education, livelihood, energy, and so on and so forth, that will make the lives of the people for the people.
Wow, that's really good. And I know that it's needed now that the shift is taking place now in our world. So for the majority to understand your position and the importance of your role as a Secretariat of the Maphilindo 2023, the circular memorandum is coming from you, or I would say from the Maphilindo 2023 Secretariat. Could you explain further how the judicial system implementation can start to implement justice system, and what are the practical ways that could manifest this?
The plan right now is to basically put up a council or a group of elders, a group of leaders based on their specialties, wherein the implementing rules and regulations will be put up regarding per department or per ministry that will be part of the transition from the existing government to the divine government.
Wow, this is really powerful. And I think that's how we can see this, because then it becomes a part of people wanting to create the divine government. So, wow, thank you so much, Datu Puga and Sis Queen. So I'd like you to say something, since we're coming to the near of this video.
Thank you very much. I know that what we have done in the 14th year of this mission is very relevant in the implementation of the justice system, as we say, because the calling is to put divine justice in all the principle of this making now of having this mission is really to rectify the mistake of the past. So since what lacking most in this fight is financial, this is where we are coming at. Okay, so the world is crazy finding who is who. But as Datu Puga said, it is just by the recognition of the head of states that will resolve even the problems of each country of the world. So therefore, all of this that I have done since 2009 up to today, at this very moment, is making them realize that, hey, you are not the powerful one. We become powerful because you are being given, you are appointed by the political arena as mandated by the law of ownership of the sovereignty. Once you are the owner of the sovereignty, you have the mandate over and above even the Supreme Court. That's why the circular memorandum is very relevant. And thank you, Datu Puga, for laying that out, because the signatory of this 2023 are all the elders together with us, the king and queen, and Datu Puga, and we have one from the financial team, and all of this. So this is now the synchrony of all the things that we have laid down from the Blood Compact, from August 26 that I have laid down the peace, defense, economic development, healthcare and learning program, and renewable energy that became the roadmap and intensify right now by the roadmap of the golden age. So the golden age now makes the MA 2023 the vehicle to restore, to rehabilitate, and to recover all the assets of the world. And this is very important, the MA 2023. That's why the Secretariat of Malaysia, the Secretariat of Borneo, the Secretariat of Brunei, all of these are coming into one. Because as Dato has initiated, that all the treaties, from the Treaty of Tordesillas, the Treaty of Paris, they are all coming from the ancient ancestors. So the Limoyan right now is the rule of law that is going to be implemented as mandated by the divine law. So the human law is under the divine law. That's what Datu Pugat is trying to intensify his saying, that even the mother nature can intervene to let the people realize that they are not the ones to implement divine justice. So the calling for the president to recognize is very important, because that is essential, because they are the so-called loaned countries. When you say loan, the special power has been given to the office of the president, office of the prime minister of Malaysia, of Indonesia, of Singapore, all of this, because these are the components as the leaders of the entire world for 50 years. That's why in the past, to become the president of this Maphilindo, you have to go to England for the blessing, or you have to go to America for the blessing, because of the agreement of the 100-year of the Carpenter Agreement with America, and even the financial that has been given for them to manage, administer. That's why we have the HSBC of London, we have the HSBC in New York. All of these are part of the Maphilindo ruling that we are trying now to do something for the MA 2023. So luckily, we are here all together. We are here to stand out to the entire world that Philippines Islands is the recoverer of all the holy asset, together with you all that would like to come into the fold, regardless of race, of color, of faith, denomination. We are one. We are the creation of God, of Allah, to stand for the new beginning And this is the golden age that has been designed by our forefathers. Queen Helen is just the embodiment of all the wishes of our forefathers. So luckily I am here. So I give it back to you. Thank you very
Hey,
much.
well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Beautiful Queen Helen Abdurajak.